first LEGO Star Wars was kind of a runaway hit. It really blew everybody away. Now that we're coming back with LEGO Star Wars 2, we're giving you more LEGO and more Star Wars elements.
The storyline of the game is to follow the 3 original Star Wars trilogy movies, so picking up at the beginning of Episode 4, A New Hope, and playing all the way through the end of Episode 6, and ridding the world of the Empire menace. Well, the humor is central to the game. The ways you see that are in some of the character interactions, as well as in many of the cutscenes.
The core mechanics of the game are simple enough that anybody can just pick up the controller and start playing and start having fun with it right from the get-go.
So it's not a shallow game at all. There's tons of things to do in there, and it's really up to the player to find all of them. Obviously, what everybody wants to do with Legos is build things with Legos, and that is an incredibly important part of LEGO Star Wars 2. You'll walk over and you'll see a little stack of Legos sort of jumping around, indicating that there's something to do with them. Take any non-droid character over, press a button, simple one-button press, and that character can build whatever it is to be built there, and there's always a reward or a payoff for doing that.
First, we have the story mode of the game, and this is what tells the actual story of the movies, and you use the characters that you remember from those scenes that you control throughout those levels. But in addition to that, we have free play mode, and free play mode allows you to sort of play with that and use any characters that you want to play through those levels.
You can get in through doors that you wouldn't be able to get to, or find secret hatches, or do all these other things with different characters that you are able to switch to on the fly.
There are tons of things to search for and find throughout the game. The levels they're deceivingly simple in a way. You can just sort of play through and blast right through to the end if you want, but if you do that, you're missing out on a lot of what this game is all about.
Puzzle solving is definitely central to the experience of playing the game. It's about building something and then using the thing that you've built to get into a different area of the game that you wouldn't be able to reach otherwise. In the console versions of the games, we've got 2-player drop-in, drop-out co-op.
Another player can just pick up the controller and press start and jump right in and take control of that other character, and you can have both people on the screen at the same time.
So overall, we've got 18 playable levels in the game through story mode and free play.
We have over 50 characters that you're going to unlock throughout the game. Basically, any character you remember from the movies is in the game in one way or another, and you're going to be able to play as them. All the different characters have their own special attacks and special abilities that are really a lot of fun to play with. For example, Chewbacca has a really great special attack where he runs up and jumps on tops of the stormtroopers and pulls their arms out of the socket. In addition to characters, there's also going to be vehicles that you will collect that you actually can even build yourself, but you can also just hop in and take control of them and take them anywhere you want within the level. In addition to the vehicles, we also have creatures you can hop on and off and ride throughout the level. So the central hub of the game is the Mos Eisley Cantina. This is where you're going to use your studs to purchase unlockable characters or to get hints or cheats that you can use in the game. This is also where the character customizer is. The individual pieces that make up each of those characters, little Lego pieces, will then become available to you in the character customizer for you to mix and match in any way that you want. And literally hundreds of millions of combinations that you can do with all these different pieces.
Replayability of the game is extremely important. That whole free play element is not there just for you to play the level back through again, but it's actually to encourage you to play it again, to find everything that's baked into these levels that you wouldn't find just playing through in story mode.
There's tons of different places to explore. There's lots of little hidden mini games and hidden areas that really encourage you to go back and replay those levels.
I think we've added tons of replay value that goes way beyond what was offered in LEGO Star Wars 1.
I think one of the things that makes LEGO Star Wars 2 stand out is its ability to cross all boundaries with all different types of gamers and even appeal to people that maybe are not necessarily consider themselves gamers.
We didn't just throw the game into the timeline of the original trilogy movies and not add anything, so it's everybody's favorite movies, everybody's favorite characters, but now with all these new great features as well.
I think that anybody who loved the first game, they're going to really love the second game.
You know, the word that gets thrown around here, you hear sometimes, is enchanting, and it really is an enchanting game. If you're not taken by LEGO Star Wars 2, then you've got a cold, cold heart.
Get ready for the greatest Star Wars adventure ever assembled. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Now, all the fun of the original Star Wars trilogy has combined forces with Lego to bring you a whole new galaxy of adventure. In the sequel to the award-winning Lego Star Wars video game, battle through your favorite moments from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, with your favorite characters, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Darth 3PO? Now, for the first time ever, mix and match your favorite characters in millions of outrageous ways and play as them throughout the galaxy. Plus, build and ride classic Star Wars vehicles. Play solo. Or team up with a friend with drop-in, drop-out co-op. Relive the excitement of the original Star Wars trilogy, one piece at a time. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. May the Force build with you. September 2006.